All right, Sequence fam, we are on our September bodyweight workout 2. I am joined by my co-host, Scout. He's going to be sleeping. So what we are going to do today is mostly going to be standing. There will be some on the last few rounds of things. We will be on the mat. What I will do is I'm going to walk you through the entire routine. The first thing that we are going to do is going to be it's called a forward lean lunge. So what you're going to do is, and you can have your hand on a wall for a little bit of support as well. It's only a very small step back, and I'm on my toe right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm breaking at my hips and I'm bending my legs and I'm coming straight up. So imagine if you were going to go down to tie your shoe. All right, Sequence fam, we are on our second bodyweight training routine for September. I am joined by my co-host, Scout. For this routine, we're going to be mostly standing. The last few things we will be on the ground. And so what I'm going to want you to do for the first exercise is you are going to take a small step back. This is the forward lean lunge. So we're taking a small step back, and we're only breaking at our hips, bending our legs slightly, coming straight up and squeezing our butt. So imagine if you were going to go down, tie your shoe. But when you do that, I want to make sure that we're not hunched over like this. We should have our back nice and straight. We're coming up and we're squeezing our butt. Okay, so almost like you were going to go out for a sprint. When you get done with your left side, or if you started on your right side, just switch over to the other side. Same exact thing. Take this one slow. It's a little bit technically challenging, but it's good to get down. It is quite knee friendly. It's going to get the hamstrings and the glutes stronger. And if you get that down, you end up getting some dumbbells. We can load this exercise up. So that's going to be the first one. The next one that we're going to do is a standing oblique crunch. One hand behind your neck, and we're going to bring our knee and our elbow together. Just be under control. There's a little bit of a balance component to that too. We're going to hit all the reps on our right side. We'll hit all the reps on our left side. And once you get done with that, feel free to take a minute break. When you're ready, come back, and you're going to do the forward lean lunge with the standing oblique crunch again. And then we're going to move on to our next round of exercises. So you can press pause, come back when you're ready. Now the next two exercises that we're going to do, it's going to be a push-up on the wall. I'll show you some other modifications if you'd like to do that. But for the push-up on the wall, we're just going to put our hands on the wall, and we're just going down. Don't make sure your head doesn't hit the wall, but it's going to come kind of close. And so we're going down just like this. I want you to notice I'm not keeping my elbows up like this. If you have shoulder issues, we want to avoid this position for our elbows. We want them drop down a little bit. You can, of course, go down to the floor. And if you actually have any knee issues, but you wanted to do push-ups on the floor, I'd recommend basically putting a pillow on your knees, or what's called an Eric's pad, and you can try to do your push-ups just like this, okay? So that is our first exercise. You pick wall push-up, or you can do a push-up on the ground. And then we're going to do a squat. Now, if you have a couch or something like that, or a high bench, you can use that. I just don't have that handy. But either way, what I want us to do is I want us to really think about sitting back, okay? On day one, I told you that it's okay if you do the squat like this. This time I want our feet to be a little bit wider. I want us to sit back more. Again, if you have a couch or something where you can just tap your butt down on and then come right back up, that's fantastic. I would encourage you to use that. So those are our two exercises together. After that, we are going to be on the ground, and it's going to be some ab-based exercises, so you can pause this video, come back to it when you're ready for the last two exercises. All right, and our last two exercises, excuse me, mister, is going to be a pet the dog. Just kidding. It's going to be a dead bug, and then it's going to be a toe touch, okay? So for the dead bug, what we're going to do is we're going to lie back. We're going to have our legs up just like this, hands up just like this. If you'd like, you can just start out by letting one leg out at a time, okay? When you do this, I want you to focus on keeping your low back on the ground. It actually helps a little bit to crunch up slightly. You're going to feel that a lot more in your core. If you feel like you can handle this, what we're going to do is
It's gonna be left leg goes out and then right arm goes out. So it's just like this. And notice that my other limbs are staying exactly where they are. So we're gonna get through the reps on both sides. And then what you're gonna do is, you can actually keep your legs just like this, that's totally fine. But if you can straighten them out a little bit more, what we're gonna do is we're gonna reach up for our toes. Now what I'm gonna encourage you to focus on is not coming up with your neck. We're coming up more with our back. We're gonna feel that a lot more in our stomach. So that's gonna be 2 ab exercises to wrap this routine 2 out with. And then you have completed the second routine. Good work.